Sloukas, can he do it one more time? Kostas Sloukas over half court. Off the backboard, he can't get it to go down. Olympiacos could have fouled.
Kostas Sloukas was inches away from beating his former team, but Olympiakos came out victorious in a Greek derby once again. This one, however, wasn't as easy as the most recent ones, and you are about to see exactly why. Let's break down the ups and downs of this match and see where Olympiakos were better and where Panathinaikos need improvement. So Vezenkov left to NBA, right? No problem. The Red fans have a new hero and his name is Alec Peters. Here Bartzokas starts the game with a brilliant set play for him. After a classical zipper cut to start, he cuts to opposite side. It's a usual middle pick and roll, but here comes the trick. Papanikolaou cuts across and walk-up flows into a handoff for the shooter. Juancho doesn't expect it and the game is on. I thought the visitor's start was slightly better and much of that depended from Milutinov. Him and walk-up demonstrate how to play the drop coverage here to perfection as Serbian gets the block. This triggers a fast break which proved to be an enormous weapon in this game as Peters cashes it out again in the 5v4 situation. It took Milutinov only one game to remind us all how dominant he can be. It's another top pick with walk-up, and since Pau don't think he's a big threat from there, Lazor is in a drop. But that allows Milutinov to roll very close to the basket, get a great position inside, and score 2 easy points. Now watch the exact same situation minutes later. Lazor does not get out of the paint against walk-up, Milutinov bulldozes his way inside, that's a timely pass from Papanikolaou, and the center does not even need to dribble to score again.
Milutinov so close to the basket, you just can't stop him.
Ergin Ataman definitely mentions it during the break, and watch how differently Lazor behaves in the next clip. As Milutinov rolls, he begins to front, not allowing the direct pass inside. Serbian pushes him off and gets called for a second foul early in the second quarter, and that quickly changes things up. With Mustafa Foul out with injuries, Olympiakos' two-man center rotation are left in trouble. Luke Sigma steps in to fill the position, but that converts into a significant defensive trouble for the Reds. And who else, if not the most hated player for many Olympiakos' fans, is there to take advantage of this? First, it's a switch and a stutter dribble confuses Sigma, who gives up a strong left-hand drive for Sloukas. Then it's Lazor posting him up with obvious size advantage, and Luke does too much with his hands, and that costs him a foul as well. Too bad the Reds are above team limit already with more than 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Getting into foul trouble this early means Olympiakos cannot use their patterned aggressive defense in full effect. Compliment McKissick for being active, but that's a bit too much when the other team is in bonus. Now in rhythm, it's the pick and roll master Sloukas orchestrating the play. Of course he wants Sigma's man to set the pick. Luke is passive here, giving the pull-up after the dribble, but Sloukas is that good even with Williams Goss insanely close to him. The pattern with Olympiakos in this game was clear. If they don't get stops and don't get out in transition, it becomes much harder for them to score, especially with Milutinov on the bench. Pau switch, but that's a pass everyone is anticipating. On the other side, it's that man again smartly targeting Luke Sigma. Point guard gets a paint touch, kicks it out with K-pop stunting. But that's what's great about Sloukas, he never stops running. He keeps moving, and it has to feel pretty good to go on a run like this against your former coach. Pau went into the break with a 7-point lead, but that wasn't only Sloukas. It's impossible to not mention the impact of Juancho Hernan-Gomez. He did all those little things from the power forward spot: steals, solid defense, offensive rebounds, and some threes when the opportunities arrived. With Dinos Mitoglou still injured, he played 43 minutes in his EuroLeague debut while also serving us up with this crazy layup finish. How in the world did he get this to fall in?
Gomez, oh, you kidding me?
However, Olympiacos are known for their fighting spirit, and they showed it after the half. The second most important run in this game came at the start of the fourth quarter, where Bartzokas' squad went on a 10-0 run. Again, it all started mostly from the defense. In my eyes, this is and will be Olympiakos' #1 strength this year. Watch how close Williams Goss is to Vildoza. The Argentinian doesn't have any space to shoot here and later is denied to get the ball back. This leaves Pau forcing the issue with a power forward playing a pick and roll with a center, and you know it's definitely not what Ataman wants with Sloukas, Grant, and Vildoza on court. I was a little bit surprised by how bad Panathinaikos' transition defense was. Actually, that's the #1 reason that cost them the game. It's a good look for Grant here, but he misses. The problem is that Juancho is fighting for the ball and Lazor is watching it while Olympiacos' players are already leaking out. There is no time to make a foul here, and Oli score in a 4v3. Later, walk-up denies Sloukas and it's already a win for Pau, because Vildoza, who wasn't in rhythm at all in this match, has the ball. Lazor goes for the second chance here, and that later leaves Juancho with Milutinov. It's a small cross-match, true, but why does the Spaniard leave Nikola alone with Lazor running next to Peters? It's simply not a good time to switch. You see what I was trying to tell you, right? Olympiacos weren't scoring much from half-court possessions. They outscored Pau 15-4 in fast break chances and 23-12 in points after turnovers. 3 of those come here. After one of Sloukas' 7 turnovers, the Reds move the ball until the perfect shot, and all of a sudden it's a 3-point lead for the visitors.
Now can Williams-Goss finish it off? Goss from 3! What a run by Olympiacos!
It is already a wild game of runs with electric atmosphere in OAKA, and both teams decide to see 3-pointer sequence to spice things up even more. First, it's Sloukas once again touching the paint, relocating outside as Olympiacos make Pau work extra hours until they find the open man. In comparison, the Reds' shots were way much easier. It's a Spain pick and roll, and it's no wonder to me really that a newly constructed Pau team aren't automatic defending it. That would simply be too much to ask at this point of the season. Now, we don't know the rules inside the team, but Sloukas thinks it's a guard-to-guard switch. Kyle Guy is caught in the middle of nowhere as he doesn't do that, and it's a wide open 3. In the next clip, Olympiacos' fans are happy their comments about Sloukas' bad defense finally pays off. Of course, it's an obvious risk versus walk-up Pau we're taking all night long, but Kostas is way too slow getting under the pick and Thomas makes him pay. He wasn't done though. Just a couple of minutes later, he sinks another one with Grigonis falling down and Lazor still risking it and not switching.
Grigonis got a wide open look on the front. Are you kidding me? What's going on in this game?
However, Grigonis responded with 2 threes in a row, and it made it interesting heading into the last minute. The Greens could have had the last play with shot clock off, but Matias Lazor carelessly throws the ball away. They still get a chance to win, and I'm thinking no way the whole summer drama ends with a wild shot like this. But Sloukas' shot rims out, and the Greek derby continues for 5 more minutes. In the overtime, the experience proved to be superior. Walkup steals the ball from Sloukas, which triggers another fast break advantage for Olympiacos. Pau do a pretty good job hustling back, but Kanan is red hot from deep and has some words for Sloukas after. Later, it's a solid defensive possession from Pau, but it's the new Vezenkov in the red shirt solving all the problems with a difficult shot not from his usual repertoire. On the other side, Sloukas is rushing to change something and gets blocked, while on defensive side, the hosts show they are still a work in progress. No help from the weak side in the pick and roll as Milutinov detonates a monstrous dunk. One bad defensive sequence follows a good one, but Williams-Goss swishes this improbable dagger from behind the arc, and his teammates can't believe what they just saw.
Goss. Oh my! Williams-Goss from deep.
So what did you guys think about this game? What were your main impressions about both Olympiacos and Panathinaikos? Let's discuss it in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.